Hey everyone, this is G, and today we're going to be using the swipe technique in fluid art to paint this abstract beach. Right? So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need some glue all and water. 70% glue all, 30% water by weight to make your pouring medium. And then all of these colors are going to use that pouring medium mixed 2 parts to 1 part of paint. All of them. The base, the colors, the white you swipe with, everything. The only differences between them is we're going to put a drop of silicone oil into all the color, into pretty much everything except this white that we use as a base. You never want to put silicone oil in the base. It'll prevent the paint from sticking to the canvas properly. It'll look like craters, basically, or divots. So we start by spreading out a base. We want a nice even level coat. You do that by pouring a nice puddle in the middle and then tilting to the corners. I will apologize, my phone ran out of camera right here and I lost the actual tilting the paint off the corners into the cup. Right, but you basically go from corner to corner. Avoid touching the paint with your hands with a swipe tool. Avoid trying to spread it out manually. Just tilt it and you'll get a nice level finish. So I have 2 colors for the sand portion, an ochre and a raw umber from Arteza. I'm just gonna apply those like as you see here, and then what would be splitting the canvas down the middle, the shoreline basically, will be a white paint that we'll use to swipe. So I don't want to smother the colors with the white, so I'm just applying a small amount with a stick, and then I'm going to swipe that white towards the sand colors. So the great thing about using silicone is you can be as messy as you want in the swipe. You can swipe as many times as you want. You can get it wrong. See, I'll show you. Like, you can do small swipes, you can do big swipes. It's really not going to look like much until we apply heat to bring the cells to the surface. So don't worry too much about being messy here, right? Take your time, get comfortable. I'm using toilet paper for this. You can use paper towels, you can use regular paper, you can use a swipe tool. You know, anything. It could be flexible, it could be hard, whatever is comfortable for you to let glide across the paint. It's really important. You don't want to push the paint or scoop it up. You just want the swipe tool to glide across the paint, right? So take as many tries as you need. You should have something that looks like this in the end, and then we'll flip over to the other side, the water side, and I'll use I believe this is blue turquoise from Amsterdam, and the other blue I have is custom mixed. It's the phthalo green and from Arteza plus the phthalo blue from Amsterdam to give you a nice deep turquoise. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll take the white that has the silicone oil, do a small line where the shoreline is, and you might want to splash some more white over the blue to give you some contrast. This time we'll swipe to the left towards the water from the same area from where the shoreline would be. So again, I'm using toilet paper here just to glide across the paint. I apologize about the glare. And this time I'm going to use a swipe tool just to try and get like the remaining coverage in one swipe. Nothing on the back of the tool, all the paint is on the canvas. And just swipe across. See, I missed a small part by the side, no problem. We'll use a narrow part of the tissue or the paper towel, and we'll just swipe that again. So it doesn't look like much right now, and this is what it's supposed to look like right now. But because we're using glue, glue's very elastic and sticky. Cells don't just pop to the surface on their own when you use silicone oil, but when you apply heat, I'm using a kitchen torch here on a pretty low setting, you can use that. You can also use a heat gun, also on its lowest setting, and just quickly hover over the paint as I'm doing right now. The flame doesn't actually touch the paint though. You're not trying to cook the paint. If you see fumes, it's too hot, you're too close, move further back. And you should see that it doesn't take much at all. I apologize about the glare once again. I'll give you a different camera angle now and you'll see the result. I'm pretty happy with it. And please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, because I make fun videos like this. And I also teach what I do in fluid art in an online course. If you want to check that out, it's linked in the comments below and description box. Thank you for watching.